Giants a lot of chopping and changing. Got a pretty young list today, Eddie.
Quite a few changes for the Giants side. We'll get into that as play gets underway. Toss of the coin happened earlier. Sam Tagliabue winning the toss. He'll be kicking to the right-hand side of your Neefle TV. Beautiful night for football here in Sydney. Chris Brackenriggs got the footy in hand, and here is Will Jackson to get play underway, and that's a bounce that Chris will just bring back. The Giants, of course, coming off a bye last week, Will, and the Students, well, we don't speak of that result. That was a big loss, one of their worst.
Result that shall not be named. Tapped down by Tagliabue, and into battle they go. Stevenson let it go for Veal, and he'll pick it up, and away they go. Back to Stevenson. Let's see if they can bring it out of the middle here. Quick clearance made. Going to bounce up from Morrison, not too cleanly. Coming instead will look to lurk and go from here. So onto the ball go the Giants. Playing out the far side, there's into the top of the 50 there. Wonderful play. They're going to continue the run here. Bobby Hill, excitement machine, onto his right foot from just outside on the 50. It's going to go away to the right-hand side, though.
What can he do from here? Haven't seen a goal, and we're in the time-on period of the first quarter. To the hot spot. Big use of the body. Flynn couldn't mark. Ground level. Kicked off the grounds of beauty, and the Giants finally have the first of the day. I think that was off the boot of Cam Edwards. See it from other players tonight for Sydney Uni. Bailey Stewart, Bartholomeus, and there's a free kick, Will.
Hey, Flynn, I think he's been thrown to the turf once again. It's happened twice to them now. Just ill discipline around the ruck contest. So as he waltzes in and puts that through, no problem. Matty Flynn kicking the second goal for the game, the Giants' second.
They'll go inside 50, long kick. Who wants it? Who's underneath it? Students with numbers, handball into space. Stern a chance here. Stern runs on, dribbles it towards goal, and the Students have their first. Really good, smart, quick play from Sydney Uni. Josh Stern was the last man standing, as it turned out. Dawes Simpson got it to Tommy Sheridan. Underground kick inside 50. Bouncing ball, really elite pick up there, Green. Came back by a hand, short little chipper to Bobby Hill, who reels it in on his right arm. And that was a beautiful kick up from Ed Perryman to find Bobby. In 8 outings, originates from WA on the right boot. Beautiful strike. Goal umpire doesn't have to move too much, and Bobby's got his first. Pounds his chest and says, boys, get around me. That's the third goal of this game, and there hasn't been much to date.
Going straight through the middle as they like to do. Stevenson, doesn't he have a whopper of a kick. Crockmall underneath it. Who can clean this one up? It is Crockmall. Cleans up his own work. Vella having a look inside. Crockmall back on, puts a short one in. Davies takes the mark and just cleans out the opposition by the knees. Hope he's okay. That is how you do a knee, but we like seeing Davies. He's studying physiotherapy. Let's hope his body's feeling okay. He's happy. Immediately puts the fist up in the air, gives it 3 shakes before giving his teammates a few handshakes. First goal of this quarter for the Students of a wonderful bit of fast play, excellent mark, and then a wonderful set shot from that man, Tristan Davies. You need your most skilled teammates out there because picking it up's difficult. So Harry Morrison here. Usually a pretty good shot goal. It's also a Williamstown boy.
And there's a bit of push and shove developing off the ball in the middle of the ground. So plenty of feeling between these two clubs. It's an 8-point game as far as the setup for finals goes, as Morrison just goes back for the simplest of goals.
As cool as you like, Harry Morrison. He always bobs up and down with a goal, but
Marked uncontested. Short kick as a poor one. Stern turned over. Brown inboard. Bonner's there. He'll just dummy the handball out wide. Lloyd from a standing start. Big booming kick is a beautiful goal. Giants have the first of the second half, and they're out to a 9-point lead through the big booming right boot of Daniel Lloyd. Standing start from the New South Wales Central Coast, and that was a ripping kick. His kick's good. Bartholomew Goulden just kept coming. Handball. He's got a loose man at centre-half forward. Will it bounce his way? It did just. Goulden kept coming from 40. That is a ripping goal, Sydney Uni. How good was that? End to end. The Students have the quick reply through the running Adam Goulden, and that's one of the goals of the year in the Neefle. So the handball comes out, and there's a whistle on play here. It's coming from the umpire off the play who saw the throw. Really good work from the men with the whistle. Bartholomeus inside 50. Bit of a slider for Davies. Doesn't matter. They got players front and square. Partially smothered off the boot. Still a chance, though. As it came back via hand, they'll just chip it around. Good, strong mark, not taken, but he'll get a free kick there. Milked it for everything, and it was worth Ed Cole.
Here we go.
So he'll go quickly. Veal, the shot at goal. It's a booming kick. Students are in front. How good is that? Veal, a standing start from outside 50. He's had a pretty quiet night. They come from everywhere because they've hit the front by 3 points midway through this third quarter. He's got a big leg on him when he's running. So he goes now to the top of the goal square. Flynn's there. Good use of the body and good mark. Just flung his defender off. Got his hands free. So begins his approach, does Flynn. Been really good today in the ruck and pressing forward. Done a bit of work in defence as well. And that one straight through the middle. And the Giants are back in front.
Good captain's nudge there from Matty Flynn. So had a good outing today. Been very prevalent across the park. Probably a fair assumption. Bit of a chance there for a mark. Instead, Kilpatrick drills it onto his left boot out in the front of Stern. Also there is Foster. Tries to tap it forward to him. Fair bit of play there. Shipley having to shrug. Gives a bit of a don't argue there. Powerful use of the body.
Provided a real option for them up forward. Kicked 15 goals, 3 this year, so let's see how he goes from the pocket.
Another boy from Pennant Hills goes check side. Is it bending enough? Yes, it is. He loves it. And as do his teammates. Wonderful banana kick from the pocket. And that's his second goal for the day. The man they call Flipper. Very big feet and very accurate feet out here tonight at Henson Park. Friday Night Lights.
1 point ball game. Geez, they've bought the contest this evening, haven't they? That we're expecting and wanting.
Really starting to shape up. I think this quarter's nearly provided more points than the whole first half. So
we've had 5 goals this quarter, and we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the first half.
Well, there we go. Still plenty of time left. The clock's just ticked over 26 minutes, it looks like, from here.
27.
27. The bright red electric scoreboard.
Tough to read it during the evening.
Can be tough.
Back in the middle. Giants have done pretty well from the centre clearances today, but on this occasion, now there's a whistle, and it's going to go the way of the students. Came from the umpire off the play again, so I think we were blindsided on the broadcast side as to what it was actually for. Inside 50, booming kick. Davies the target from behind, got caught. And Buntine standing his ground really well. Marks strongly. So he's been a bit of a yo-yo this year, Buntine, up and down from the 1s to the 2s. Long kick to the wing from behind Carroll. Couldn't mark on this occasion. Did well to create a contest. Giants with numbers. That's been dragged back in. How the umpires see it. Circling. Could be a free kick to the Giants. And it's not. So toss up. Wing. 1 point lead the way of the Giants. Simpson to Shipley. Called that a lot this evening. And Andrew Sirakowski cutting it off. Happy to slow things down late in this third quarter. The premiership quarter. Long kick, Davies the target, bashed off hands. So, can't be too long left in this quarter.
Edging towards 30 minutes past on the...
Most of the quarters, oddly enough, will have been 33, 34 minutes, so perhaps there's still a little bit of time, and considering the goals we've seen this quarter, maybe there's still a long while left.
So we look for this to be thrashed out from the middle there. Bonner's lurking, tries to get out cleanly. Not going to be the case this time, but they'll have another go at it. Attempted clearance made. Lots of students there, a library full of students down there on the park trying to line up for that, and just a bit of a miscommunication there. They had 3 of them. 2 of them didn't want to pick it up. Instead, it's going to go up into the air again. Blind the ruckman. I wish they had sunglasses, the amount they've been having to look up for the balls. It's tossed up. Another stoppage will be played here. Plenty more work to do. So students here, they're behind. They're trailing by 1 at the moment. Not too long left. And either score with either level or take the lead. All the more exciting. Another attempted clearance coming out of the blocks there, but just couldn't quite be taken. Kilpatrick finding his way. Be held up once again.
Bailey Stewart reckon he copped one high in that stoppage. Umpire said, no, you didn't. So toss up. Students in attack if you've just joined us. Came out the way of Lloyd. Couldn't quite get a clean possession. Perhaps one in the back there, and there's a free kick for a hold. It will go the way of the Students. So inside 50. Wants Davies on the lead. Couldn't mark. Hanging out the back. Dribbling. Hits the post. Scores level at Henson Park. Just a slow little dribbler there from Van Wallace as the Giants bring it in swiftly. In the pocket, short one. Dangerous kick here for Brown. Couldn't quite mark. Pressure's on. Shipley back via hand was good as the Giants cleared offensive 50. Sierakowski parked himself under it. Did well. Giants pressing forward. Handball searching for Lockie Squire. And it will be thrown up. Geez, thought we could have had a good goal there, but not the case.
I thought we were looking at one. Tom Banuelos well, he started his celebration, but thankfully didn't get too carried away. Had to rein it in. Speaking of things coming in, there goes the football. Underneath that, there's Aidan Bonner. Somehow managed to get that one out at the last minute, but it was just too little too late. Umpire getting involved again, so can't be too much time left. 32.5 minutes just ticked over on the large scoreboard here at Henson Park. Bailey Stewart tries to get his mitts onto the ball. Gee, Shipley's done well there to hold off two defenders, but the most he could do was let it trickle out of bounds.
Really did well to get boat to ball then, didn't he, Shipley?
Did well to not get driven into the turf. Really used his strength and skill there, as we always see from Nick Shipley weekend. He's disposal machine, ball magnet. He's a pretty strong decision maker too. Cam Williams bumped aside there by Darcy Cameron. If they can get a little bit of quick running here, which they might, it just can't be taken cleanly enough. Good tackle made, but inside he's sharp and effective. Bonner placed it forward. Just get run over into touch.
26 touches today, Nick Shipley, leading possession getter on the ground. Bartholomeus has had 24. It's all square here at Henson Park, in for a grandstand finish. 40 points apiece. 6-4 plays 5-10, so the Giants have really had their opportunities. Tossed in, centre wing. Three-quarter siren sounds, and we're in for a cracking finish here to Friday Night Footy on Neefle TV. It's all square, as I mentioned moments ago. 6-4 plays 5-10. Go grab a cold one from the fridge, or go put the jug on, make yourself a tea, whatever your ale, and make sure you come back. Bang in the comments, who do you think is going to win this one? Because it is all square, 40 points apiece. We're going to take a short break here at Henson Park in inner Western Sydney, where the scores are level. Giants have kicked 2 behinds. Valor out of the pack, around the body, the second gamer, he's got it, and the students are in front. Luke Valor just lurking from that stoppage. Right place and right time.
Try and get involved. Both Sierakowskis have been involved tonight. Played in. Mark couldn't be taken, but a fast ground ball could. Good little show and go before a clearance is put forward, but it can only go as far as Ned Reinhard. He's going to go laterally and see if they can get something going on the other side. Michael Carroll decides to go in, but no. Briggs, Kieran Briggs, it's bending, it's through. Taking the lead, the checkout chick from Pant Hills, Kieran Briggs. Everyone's just trying to kill the ball there. Vella, wasn't he fantastic before? Bit of a foot race. Foster in the long sleeves, not going to win out there. Callum Brown is just so quick, but he's lost his footing. And what can they do here? Morrison and Foster hunting as a pack. Coming, they're screaming. It's paid. They were screaming for it.
Isaac coming there. He didn't have much more he could do, did he?
Not a lot to do at all.
And 50.
And 50 for Language. And if you're looking on as a coach, you would be horrified. You've gifted them the lead back. And if things don't go their way tonight, you look back at these moments. So the easiest, most straightforward of goals for Harry Morrison. I think he's had 2 from 50s today. He turns around and says, how easy was that? Defensive pressure. They did well to earn that. Involved Kieran Briggs. Turns. A long chance of a clearance. It's a 2-on-1 here. You wouldn't want to spoil each other. It's gone out the back. Now it's a 2-on-1. Here's Bobby Hill. He'll put on the dribbler. He's going to bend. It bends through. Absolutely wonderful from Bobby Hill, the showman. As he slots that one through, it could have hit the post. We were all a little bit nervous about that.
Big pack of players defensively. Ball at ground level. Carroll there. Around the body. Williams went back around the body. Bending ball. Morrison misses. Oh, he's thrown the mouth guard and the siren has sounded and the Giants hold on in an absolute thriller at Henson Park. Harry Morrison a chance to win the game on the siren and he missed to the right.
And only just.